Yes, I'm back in my mad camper. I've now left Rotorua and I'm heading southwest. So I'm heading to Mangakino from Rotorua, and I follow the Waikato River for some of this way. So I've just stopped to have a look at the river. It's a beautiful, restful area. You could actually camp here if you wanted to. I'm not choosing to. It's a bit earlier in the day for me, but that's the view. And isn't it lovely? So just driving down to Lake Wakamaru on the road to Mangakino. I notice this is another camp and it just looks stunning.
Turn right, then bear right, SH30 Rotorua Road.
Now I've been pleasantly surprised at how good all the roads have been. No great big potholes, so very, very good.
Sharp right, then sharp right.
She doesn't like it, does she? So the lake was a perfect spot to stop for lunch. Really enjoyed it, and good internet to catch up with family, so that was a bonus. So a lot of the small towns along the Waikato River are only there because of forestry and because of hydropower and different types of power schemes. So I'm now in Mangakino, and the town is a sleepy little one. I think a lot of the houses are the forestry and power station houses, but I'm just going to pop down and have a look at the lake. It's great having this little Mad Campers vehicle to travel in. It's just like a car. Those sort of speed humps in my van in Australia would have been a whoop, whereas this, it just glides over. It's great. So this is the lake at Mangakino. And I'm now just going to go up and check up behind me. It looks like it's another great free camp. So an interesting drive from Mangakino. There was a detour, so some bridge was at Kopiko or something like that. So I had to do a bit of a diversion, and I've arrived in Tikawiti, and the information centre's closed. It closed at 4 o'clock. The time here can be a bit confusing for me because it's still daylight at 9. So right at the moment, you know, it's 4 o'clock. It's still like mid-afternoon. So I'll have a wander around Tikawiti, see what there is. I think there's a couple of free camps here, but I'll work that out. Don't feel like driving any further though today. I left Tikawiti after not feeling too comfortable about staying anywhere there overnight, and came another 20 minutes to Piopio, and I found the best camp ever. This is Tui Park, and I'll show you around. There's my little van over there. There's just 4 or 5 other campers, lots of green grass, this amazing little kitchen, and you can hook up to power. And the kitchen. We've got this beautiful table, a book library, information on the area, history of how the park came into being, and all this for $5. Even a jug and a kettle over here. I mean, a toaster and a kettle, I should say. Yeah. Oh gosh, I hope I find others like this. This is wonderful. I continue to get really great vibes from Puopio. I've just walked up into town and there's more information boards, and I really do think I might stay 2 nights because this place has just got such a nice feel to it. I wouldn't be surprised if there was trout or eel in this little stream. I love that there was a children's art competition in Puopio with the 2 local primary schools, and these are just a few of the finalist pieces that got displayed around town. More have been printed and some have been put up on banners. Isn't it lovely? So, good morning from Puopio. I've currently got the keys to go and have a look around the museum. It's a free museum and you just need to collect the keys from the local supermarket. So I've got it to myself, so going to have an explore. I love the way you can find places like this, which they just give you the key and you can wander around absolutely free. And then you go somewhere else and it's like $30, and there's nothing any better than what there is in here. I love that there's even the sawdust floor. How cool. Anyway, I'll have a wander around and log in later and keep you up to date where I am. So I've come inside the blacksmith's cottage and I immediately start seeing things that remind me of my childhood. So the good old crank handle phone, and this Formica bench. I'm sure it's the same as what was on my bench when I was growing up. And of course, we've got the toaster, where the sides open up. I'm sure some watching this will remember those. My gosh, you had to watch your toast so it didn't burn. And of course, the old wood stove. So this would have been the house where I was up to about 10, I guess. I lived in a house where we cooked on the stove sometimes. Just fantastic. So amongst other things, there's a really good newspaper from 1936, and I was reading the ad here about bloomers and the fact that they can be boiled and ironed without losing their shape. How funny is that? So I've told my family how I used to work for the tax office in Rotorua, and I worked on a switchboard very much like this one. Not my main job, but something I'd do when the switchboard operator was off on lunch. So yes, I used to take those cords in and out and pop the calls through. I left Puopio and headed off up into the hills. I had great fun exploring, which I'll show in my next video. But until next time, bye for now and catch you next time. And don't forget to tick that like button.